just real briefly, Brett, maybe tell us a little bit about your symptoms of progressive. You're in a wheelchair now.
Yep. Well, I first had a concussion February of 2015, and I just had a really hard time recovering from that injury. The brain fog and dizziness was improving very slowly compared to other concussions I've had. And about 3 months after that, I started having physical problems. I would have weakness and tingling in my legs when I walked my dog, and one day that just flared up really bad for me, and it was like throbbing, and I could barely walk after that.
How long have you been in the wheelchair now?
Probably about 18 months.
We couldn't even complete your neuro exam because your legs were giving out.
Yeah.
And okay. And Ben, how about you? You've had some progressive brain fog and showed up here without your sheets today.
Yeah, so I had a concussion about the same time as Brett, maybe a little bit afterwards from a car accident. And I thought I just had like a really bad episode of PTSD and kind of just went on with my life. And my life just kind of continually got more and more difficult to accomplish on a daily basis. Like, I went from job to job. I couldn't remember stuff. I couldn't keep on task. I couldn't do the stuff I normally used to be able to do really, really well. And then, 18 months progress, and I'm talking to Brett, and the more I talk to him, like the more we're saying, like, I'm kind of having all the same symptoms with the brain fog, but I'm also having a lot of other mental stuff with like mood swings and depressions, and I had a lot of other stuff in my life going on, but then I realized that it may be associated with the same thing.
Good.
So yeah, we decided that I'd come along.
We'll get back to everybody here then, and we'll see how things go, right?
Yeah.
Good. And you had your first IV today. How'd that go?
Pretty good. Could barely feel it going in. It only took about 30 minutes, I think.
Good.
It's good to talk to everybody in the room and hear their stories, because we're just used to people not believing we're having any sort of trouble.
And you've been evaluated by a neurologist?
2 or 3 of them.
What did they tell you had going on?
Psychological issues.
Okay.
Or they just don't think we've found the problem sometimes.
Okay. Well, they want to send you to a place in Utah for psychosomatic, right?
Oh yeah, they wanted to send me through a rehab program.
Okay.
And like, I've had like a lot of injuries in my life, so I'm comfortable with pushing myself through rehab, and I can tell like there's just something in my body that's wrong, and I can't really push myself. It just makes me worse every time.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We took a video of you here the first day you came in, and you've now been here for what, 9 weeks, 8 weeks?
10 weeks.
10
I
weeks.
think this is week 10.
Yeah. And that first video, you were in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
How are things going?
Much better now. Took me a while to start gaining some good progress, but over the past few weeks, the progress has been escalating very quickly, and I'm almost noticing daily changes at this point.
That's great.
Yeah.
And are you using your wheelchair at all anymore?
No, I don't even know where it is right now. I haven't touched it in 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are getting ready to go home. Ben, you came in here, you were having a lot of problems with some brain fog and memory, chronic fatigue. How are things going for you?
Things are going excellent.
And you really cranked up your exercise, didn't you?
Yeah, I was able to do a 3-mile run in about 30 minutes, 10-minute miles, I think 3 weeks into my program. And I was able to get back to work, get back on the computer, and I felt better than my old self, I'd say.
Wow. What were you able to? How far were you able to run when you first came in? Do you remember?
I couldn't. I wasn't running.
Not at all. What did you like best about the program? Anything that you particularly liked? The food?
The food wasn't so bad for me, changing my diet. The snacks were good in the snack room. But it was really good hearing about all the other patients' experiences, and it's really encouraging to see people graduating from the program and telling stories about how much better they are when they got here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are your plans when you leave?
Hopefully just keep progressing as much as I can.
Good.
Get back to work and try to get back to the active lifestyle that I want to be living.
That sounds good. What do you have to say about him?
A market improvement. I feel like I have my brother back. I feel like we're going to be doing some trips, and our future is like unwritten now, whereas before it was in question.
Cool.
And I just couldn't be happier for him and my brother and my family. I think we're all really excited to have Brett coming back.
Good. Brett, let me see you stand up here.
Okay.
You have to perform now. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, standing up. And what were some of your exercises that you're doing here?
I do a lot of brain exercises and balancing exercises. I'm doing squats every day, and right now I'm just pushing myself, trying to walk as much as I can, and I'm seeing progress every day. I'll have flare-ups still, but it's like I recover in one day instead of a whole week. When I used to get flare-ups, I would just be in constant pain and nausea for like a whole week after that.
Good.
So it's super encouraging to know that if I do a little too much, that I'm gonna be fine in 24 hours.
Yeah, and one thing I always tell you that I've noticed that your color's really improved.
Yeah, I keep hearing that a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And other people telling you too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, almost every day.
That's awesome. All right, thanks guys.